Hey everyone, this is Blackbinder, and welcome back to the Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. We are back in Harbinger's Watch, and Harbinger Halfjorn has to say this. Dusk Speaker, the entire iceberg, it shook as if you'd stabbed it. What did you do?
Where is Brother Vatnir?
He decided to join my crew. He did? Who's Brother Vatnir?
Oh, sure.
Oh yeah, that's right, the priest guy. I entered the void and communed with the beast of winter.
Well, it's incredible. Almost unbelievable. And the Rimmergun's messenger? What became of the dragon?
You need not worry about her, she's not coming back.
She's not... You can't just... What about the temple? No harm came to the Wheatmouth, I pray?
The portal is closed, your iceberg's not going to grow anymore. In time, it'll probably melt. A dozen hooded heads droop in defeat. You can almost hear your own heartbeat in the silence.
It's truly over. There's no reason for us to stay here, is there? But what are we to do now?
You have to decide that for yourselves. I hope you do what's right. Some of the Harbingers exchange worried glances while others nod at your words.
Should we perhaps get dinner started?
One of the Harbingers asked another. The guy's name's probably named... That Harbinger's probably named Tristan. He sounds like a Tristan. With heads bowed, the Harbingers pray to the beast of winter. Alright, let's go talk to Brith.
Please, please, drink, eat, be merry.
Actually, you know what? Let's go talk to this merchant real quick and see if she's got anything new.
Anything that interests? Take a look for your...
Nope. I thought maybe her inventory would be upgraded since we finished this area, but not so much. So we gotta tell Brith her sister died, and then we take off. I imagine the next DLC will start, like we'll get a letter or something, I don't know.
Fayin Heimcomer, Dusk Speaker.
Fayin Heimcomer? I'm glad you made it home.
Was there something else you wanted to know?
I found your sister.
You did? Where is she? Is she alive?
I'm sorry, she's not. I didn't kill her. You asshole. Why is the game saying, to be honest, I would have to say I killed her? I'm sorry, she's not.
I always knew that was a possibility. But to have hope shattered... What became of her?
She attempted to transfer her soul into a construct. She failed.
I guess I understand. Thank you for finding her, even if...
Eyes glistening, she shakes her head and turns away. Well, I really botched that quest. Alright, man, we are out of here. I don't know where else we need to go. Other than to get on with the quest and go to, or the main story quest and go to the Ashen Maw. I think we've done everything.
You must gather your party before venturing.
There's still the northernmost part of the map that we haven't explored, but it's blocked by a chain of islands, so... The Burning Shoals, I think they're called. Come on. Load up world map. This is why I need an SSD right here. Okay, injured crew members. We've still got... Oop, follow camera. Let's leave it on for now. Alright, we can put some more people into reserves to heal. Oswald will go back to my boatswain, and you actually have to stay in... No, wait, the deckhand needs to go there. Okay, see, I wasn't lying. Cuttlefish. What do we do? Triumphs. I like my triumph the way it is. The Watcher of the Deerwood. Let's look on our map and see exactly where we can go. No, let's look in our quest journal. Skipping ahead. No, toasting to the dead. Return to Nivarder with the fluid. Son of a gun. I guess we are not done in Harbinger's Watch. I completely forgot we had to give that rime-colored stuff to that dude. Basically, the oil mixed with Audra essence. I guess we will just head to the Ashen Maw. Learn some more about Eothas and what he's planning. Actually, we kind of know now that we talked to Widewin. He wants to prove that the gods aren't, basically, and that mortals don't need them.
You return! Is it too much to hope that you do so bearing fluid from a rhyme construct?
Here you are.
Fantastic! I can mix it into the first batch immediately.
Not so fast. Recoiling, he drops his hand to his side. I'll hand it over, but you should know that it's highly toxic.
Is it? Well, hardly surprising. All things end. What matter if some sooner than others?
He accepts the flask.
Facklautur. Excuse me, I must add this immediately. Here, lad. Drink.
Oh my god.
To the beast of winter.
This is, certainly something. Spicy, yet sweet. Oh, it's, the colors. Sweet oblivion, Ivar dear. I think you've got something here. Is it... I feel a bit as if I'm in a long ship on a mad sea. God.
Stop drinking it, you idiot.
Not entirely unexpected. Still, he seemed to enjoy it. For a time.
You're a murderer.
For our drink, have you? Is there aught you require?
Your beer killed that Harbinger.
Indeed. Rimergand has called him into oblivion. Far worse ways to go, if I do say so.
Maybe you should take a swig of it yourself.
No. Rimergand marks our endings. I would never hazard begrudging him the choice. The world's end may be nigh, but on...
You butthead. Remember, we need an Audra ban to upgrade one of our items to legendary.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Come on. Ashen Maw is going straight north. The Weitmouth. It's pronunciated like mouth, but it certainly isn't spelled like it. Adjurex, who's Ad? Oh yeah, that's right. He's the big dudes. Anez of the Many Eyes. Let's go attack her. Maybe she's like the deck of the many things, and it's a special boat. Alright. 2 crew are injured, but we're okay with that. There's a bunch of others that are almost getting ready to heal. Except for Eothas, he's still got like 25 days left. He was very, very injured when we put him in reserves. Anez of Many Eyes. Why does she have a name if she's not a bounty or something? Or maybe I just missed a bounty giver. Wouldn't that be funny? Look at frickin' Adair, man. He is a beast. With that ice armor on, he looks just huge. Alright, we're gonna mine blades with Seraphim. And I am going to blind this guy. Wow, he did not go down very much. Well, I mean, considering. He did go down quite a bit, but I thought it was going to kill him outright. Why am I lagging here? Something about this fight that the game does not like. Share coins with the crew since they're all really pissed. They were down to 20 morale. Take all, please. Alright, we're back on our way to the Ashen Maw. Or let's go and talk to our crew members because I hit the stupid button again. That is the worst placed button in the game. Little Amiani bought near Takehu. What do you got to say, Takehu?
I thought Eothas was too busy kicking over islands to blunt his teeth with mortals. What say? You must take something from all this idle chatter with the gods.
Eothas was more curious about me than I was about him. Nothing new, I've seen this before. Eothas was more curious about me than I was about him.
And you knew things he did not. Ah, for what does he listen to you then? The gods I know are tight of lip and hard of hearing.
He might be worried about how we interpret his actions. No. He's searching his feelings and needed a mortal perspective.
I could not imagine the inner workings of a god. But then, I am not meant to. It is for mortals to flail in the darkness, I say, while gods point us toward light.
Better that they let us figure it out for ourselves. As he weighs your words, Takehu winces a little.
To be worshipped. To have others interpret your design. It is not fair, I say. For what should a god worry about such cares, when theirs is the hand on the tiller?
Maybe they worry because their hand is on the tiller? Wouldn't you worry if you were in that position?
Were I a god? Kara, such a question. My heart is full, but I do not share it with the world lightly.
He cups his cheek and looks off to the distance, musing over his words.
At least Eothas has you to keep him in check. What happens when we catch up to him is something for future Takehu to worry about.
He smiles wanly. The world around you darkens, and once again you feel an insistent tug for your attention, the pull centering from Takehu's soul. Surrender to the sensation. You stand in a grand hall, underwater and cloaked in oppressive shadows. Pillars of coral and bone reach up to support a ceiling that must be hundreds of fathoms away. Chandeliers lit with bioluminescent globes dangle from long ropes, swinging in languid, tentacular motions. At the farthest end of the hall sits Andra, as tall as a castle keep and leaning forward in her throne. She has adopted the head of an anglerfish and regards you with its globular stare. Her sickle-shaped jaw opens and closes in a rictus of conflicted emotions.
Scratch under the wet clay of any artist and you hatch a lifetime of fear and doubt.
Andra props her chin on her fist and studies Takehu with a sigh.
My boy doesn't fear the gods. He only fears what he'll compromise by living up to his potential. But isn't it easier to let sculptures represent you?
Did Andra actually speak to Takehu?
Poor thing. Nothing he does could disappoint me. But that is a mother's prerogative.
She pulls away with a wet slapping sound. You receive a mental impression of a wink. Or is Andra talking to me? The world reasserts itself all around you. Takehu wears an uncertain smile, tipping his head inquisitively. I had some questions.
You have questions? Kara, I have answers.
Your mother has spoken about you.
God, he spoke to you. To leave her son guessing. Oh, this is my tricksome mother through and through.
She seems to care about your well-being.
What mother doesn't? You must be special indeed for Ngati to speak with words. For her people, she lays out cryptic stepping stones hidden in omens. Kara, but send her my fondest wishes.
Alright, that's it for now, I think. Let's talk to Maya.
Speak your mind.
Nope. Seraphin?
Ahoy, Captain. What can I do you for?
I glimpsed your thoughts when Romara told us about the sorcerer and its slaves.
I espy a lurking question, Cap.
Want to tell me about it? His small frame expands as he inhales deeply, then deflates with a long sigh through his nostrils.
I were born into slavery, Cap. I never knew no father save Romaro and don't much remember my mother. I do remember the day they tore me from her arms. Her screams. Kind of thing that leaves a mark. It'd have been one thing if I was purchased for labor. To lift or farm or fix or what do you have. But they bought me to fight. Threw me in a fucking pit. Set me against other slaves.
How'd you go from the slave pit to the sea?
They transported me twixt one pit and the next by ship. And they would set me swabbing decks.
He massages one palm with a furred thumb.
One eve the sorcerer fell upon him sneaking up in the sunset. When blades were drawn, I availed myself of one. Found myself a little justice. Romaro brought me aboard the sorcerer. The rest of the story's old.
Alright. We'll leave then. Do we need to go back to Aldis? I don't actually know. We don't have any quests to. I would imagine she'd send for me if she needed me. Let's see what Adair has to say after we, or no, Shoti too, since we met Widewin.
Tell me what's on your mind?
Nope, nothing.
Sure thing.
Lash Esegan Kikiwa. Ask, please. Liezu.
I got time. I know that look.
Alright, let's get out of here. Ashen Maw it is. Got plenty of time to get there and explore a little bit. See, look, if I wanted to go north on my own, look at this. I could barely go up at all. I'd have to use the dang, the map. Where are we? Alright, I don't want to hit that storm, but let's get this fog out of the way. It's bothering me. Even though I doubt there's anything in there. Let's turn off the follow camera. You find 2 of your crew members playing a game in the hold. Alright, we need to win one more time to see if it actually affects anything. Sure, I can play around. Alright, let's go for the nose. 10 points. Let's go for the ears. 7 points. Let's go for the ears again. Nice. Now did I... Nope. Not the same as the first game, but that's fine. Alright, save it and enter the Ashen Maw. Thick smoke, black as death, plumes from the peak of a rumbling volcano, the largest in the chain of mountains that makes up Magrin's Teeth. A serrated fissure gapes in the mountainside, deep and dark, but intermittently lit by a red-hot glow. The cavernous opening is too narrow for the penetrator to sail through. The skiff sways tumultuously in the superheated water that... Hold on. The skiff sways tumultuously in the superheated water the closer you row to the cave's cracked opening. Lava burbles down the mountainside, scorching rivers that disappear into the dark blue sea. Inside the rock face, the sound of churning magma grows louder and the air warms around you, beating sweat along your brow. Alright, man. There is a dock here somehow.
Gone stormed through? At least the docks are still intact.
Why are there docks here? Maybe this is where those big guys live?
Better than a bad one.
The burned remains of these prisoners wear the tatters of sailor's garb. I'll take that. Though ashen, the skin of this dead giant remains hot to the touch. Angry troll. Oh, that's a pet. Do I get a baby angry troll pet? Awesome. Grog. While Grog is following you around, you receive a bonus to resolve. Additionally, the party cannot engage and is immune to engagement. Also, anyone in your party will die when they are knocked unconscious. Nice, so you can actually kite people around without having to worry about disengagement attacks. That's awesome. That is a very special pet for a very special build. Rathoon Vanguard. Slumped against the stones of the bridge, a giant clutches at his bashed-in chest. It's a mess of sinew and blackened iron bones. Fiery blood flickering between his splayed fingers. Thickly rasping a breath, the warrior lifts his heated gaze to your face.
Extinguished or crushed. Us all, Defiler.
He struggles to speak. The agony of a slow death blazes through the scrolls in his skin, shrouding him with a veil of fire. You're a fire giant, an elemental servant of Magran's, aren't you?
You are not mistaken. I am but one of Margaret's servants of the Defiler God. Damn you.
Birth from her flames soon reunited in glory. I need to get to Eothas. Servants of the Defiler God, damn you. He chokes, liquid fire trickling from his lips. What happened to you?
Damned Reaper of souls and God of lies. Magran's most foul enemy.
Oh shit, look in the background. You see this? His hand is down there. You can see him moving a little bit. More blood fire licks from the Rathoon's cracked chest, slowly charring his arm. Mercy killed by administration of poison. Drink this and rest easy. He closes his ember-hot eyes, a relieved sigh rushing from his chest as you brew up and then tip a vial of poison to his lips. The icy, slushy mixture takes effect immediately, dousing his flames with a sweep of hoarfrost through his veins. It leaves his face cold and ashen and dead.
Well, that was worth doing, even if we got nothing in return.
All right, good action you did there, Cap. Here's hoping we don't be...
Gosh dang it. Here's hoping we don't be ending up needing that poison, though. He frowns at the giant corpse. Shodi swings her lantern back and forth of the warrior's body until a large, shimmering cloud of essence sifts up into her lantern. She grunts, the lantern dipping in her hand as if heavier momentarily. I guess giants have heavier souls. To the sentinel wall. I wonder if the giants are going to attack us. We've already fought quite a bit of them because we got ambushed by a bunch of pirate ships a couple episodes ago. This windlass is far too massive and heavy for a kith to operate.
At least this means they're all dead, right?
I do not think so, Aloth. We are not going to be so lucky. That's a table. This is the table. Alright, what's behind the locked door?
Kith trespasses in the goddess's maw?
There's female ones. Incensed, the giant warrior hulks, her thick muscles twitch, red markings glowing hotly against her ashen skin.
You must seek to follow in your Defiler god's footsteps. You will not, for I will smite you where you stand!
Bellowing, she hefts a massive sword overhead. But a second giant slams the haft of his iron staff into the warrior's hard-muscled stomach, abruptly halting her attack.
Hold, Sega! I would speak to this filthy minion of the wretched god Eothas before you char his bones to dust.
The god in that statue bid me to meet him here. I've come to speak with him. I'm no friend of Eothas. He stole a piece of my soul and I mean to get it back. That one.
You think to confront an embodied god? Then you are either powerful beyond comprehension or as much a fool.
He cants his head, broad fingers scratching at the rivets of his helm.
Yet you imply you do not serve him.
The first giant's grip turns white-knuckled on the hilt of her sword. Her muscles strain and the metal quivers in her hand.
Rakir, move! We cannot allow these intruders to live.
Again, he thrusts the sword high. She thrusts the sword high. With a shrug of his meaty shoulders, he steps aside. Eothas has consumed your warrior's very souls, but I've faced him before and am still standing. Eothas may be seeking revenge against you Magranites, but I've nothing to do with it. Your fury should burn for Eothas, not me. Shoulders taut with tension, the warrior's eyes strewn... The warrior eyes the strewn corpses of his fellow Rathoon at arms. They lie dried like husks, siphoned of their souls.
I hope your weapons are as keen as your wit, both for your sake and mine, puny kith.
He places a hand out to hold the warrior back. He studies you intently.
You would face us in battle rather than flee? I like your mettle. Kethu does not cower before Margren's greatest warriors. We have not yet defeated the embodied god, but that does not mean we won't. The Jortiger is readying another assault from within the Jagged Keep as we speak.
It's a warlord. Bathar is a warlord.
I will permit you to scamper closer to God's face, if you believe you can survive. Scurry deeper into the maw, but know that my brethren may squash you.
I worry Magren plans to erupt this volcano. If you stay, you'll die. He hefts his meaty shoulders in a heavy shrug.
Our duty is foremost to Margren. We guard the maw to its fiery end.
How can I reach Eothas?
All who neared the intruder god were gutted until extinguished. You think your soul could last even half so long as Rathoon's?
Maybe the Kifs will last longer.
She snorts, but the other warrior ignores her, answering in her stead.
Only Margren's shrine with our Jagged Keep can lead you to the Defiler god. Kith, if Margren wishes you to face him, surely she will fire the way.
You plan to attack Eothas?
First we recover the wounded and their weapons. Drag them into the Jagged Keep.
He nods.
And then we will kill a god. Help me with the bodies, but this time gentle your grip.
It can't be helped, Rakir. These fallen are brittle.
Let's steal from him. Find poleaxe. No. Alright. To the Ashen Bridge? No. Let's go out here first. I imagine we need to get the key out here, but we bypassed it just because we have awesome mechanics.
Reckon this is what happens when you try to keep a god from enacting his plans.
Watch your foot, kids. Excepting if you can fly.
Primal Flame. And there's the key, Ashen Key. Adraban! So we can now upgrade whichever item that I wanted to before. Drake's Legacy, 5% damage as slash, or 10 accuracy. Okay, so this one, 5% damage as slash. That's what I want. Alright, that's all already upgraded as much as it can be. Vengeful Cold, what does that do again? Gain 1 concentration every 6 seconds when 4 meters or farther away from the nearest ally, or Solitary Fate. Cast Chill Fog around the caster when they are defeated. No. Do want Legendary first, and then Vengeful Cold, which I can't because it takes another Adraban. Okay. We will go to the Ashen Bridge.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Should we be concerned about that?
Ain't the volcanoes in Mogren's Teeth supposed to be inactive? I got a bad feeling this one's waking up.
Yeah, because Magren said she wanted to. So we need to be careful. That's sweet how Eothas is in the background. One Fire Drake? Oh, okay, there's more. I was gonna say, that's not gonna stop me. Shodi, what? Why don't you go ahead and, no, Rimagon's call, since they're all fiery. Get them all together. You activate your modal, so you can attack quicker. Adair, you keep attacking. Seraphin, go ahead and Mind Blades everyone. Look at that. She drug everyone back. That's awesome. Good job, Shodi. A decent amount of ingredients for that fight, but nothing really we need. Deep gashes mar this Rathoon's armor and flesh. Which way? What is this? Lair of the Ancient or the Jagged Keep. Let's go to the Lair of the Ancient. That sounds Sounds like there might be a dragon there or something, I don't know, ancient. Where else would they get the drakes, you know? I feel like drakes would be Magranites, right? Because they're fiery. But where would they come from? Somebody's got to be making them. Hold on, let's get our party formation better. Because it likes to get screwed up when we leave our boat. Get out your lance. Alright. Confounding blind, accurate wounding shot, and they're dead. Yeah, in the first game we were in an area like this and we fought a huge, not really a dragon, more like a drake, a really big drake.
I'm thinking this place ain't gonna hold up much longer. What say we hurry, Watcher?
Sounds like a plan.
Shakes like this. It'll be past time to abandon
Hope
it.
it's just their cook burning the meat.
This place smells and feels like hell in the stories I'm...
A haze of soul essence sifts up like smoke from a corpse scored with heavy claw marks. Oddly, no blood pools beneath the body. The wounds have been cauterized. Reach for the soul. Hot to the touch, the essence slowly wafts through your fingers. Then you're stumbling down into the feverish sensation of a soul reed. You are a great champion, a Goliath among giants, your chest tight with pride, and now something darker, a strange dread. It flickers inside of you like the fires of a waking forge because you know you are... Oh my god. Because you know you too are soon to be tempered as you stare down upon the distant god. The defiler your brothers and sisters died to defeat but could not, who now gluts on the Audra Spire, striking plans against Magran. The iron chains that suspend the bridge beneath your feet drip blood and sweat, weeping. The maw opens below, battered by the invader, the jagged keep now ever more apt in name. He cut a path to the spire and could not be stopped. He drank deeply from so many of you. The Brenthus, the high priestess, watches beside you. She is fierce and will know what to do. She can hear Magran within the flames. Without further delay, she hastens you into the dragon's lair. Yep, it is a dragon's lair. She will call the beast, and it will ride with you into the assault. Inside the cavern is dark and simmering. The Brenthus rushes ahead of you, and despite your barked warning, something is wrong. Something is wrong. The heat roils against your skin, a whisper of death, danger rather than comforting. The defiler god has riled the dragon. The Brenthus has raised her torque high as if to collar the dragon, the light of it sheening her helm in the darkness. She is thundering. The time has come. Jada, submit to Magran's will, and the walls rumble from a sudden earthquake. No, from the beast's laughter. A shadow looms to your left, then scalding claws punch through your skin.
Yes, now, warrior. Your soul is safe with me.
Shodi bows her head as she drags her lantern over the corpse from head to foot and back up again. When she reaches the Rathian's punctured chest, his soul lifts up from the body and drifts toward the lantern. With a shudder, it settles inside the copper cage. This place smells and feels like hell. Short. Nope, never mind. We already heard her say that. Exceptional rapier. Oh man. There's the priestess's soul. That is one heck of a dragon.
Oh, Margaret's fiery flaps. That be a flogging dragon, that be.
A creature of smoke and scales, embers and talons, looms up from the darkness. Her back and ribs gleam luridly, red as the lake of fire that laps at her feet. She hisses, the sound like rocks grating together in her throat, and though her peeled back lips form no words, you understand.
Who comes now to stoke the flames of chaos further?
And Jada Furlas the Ancient.
Have I not yet feasted enough? I suppose I can make room for another.
No, that can't be healthy. Just realized how lucky we are to have never run across a sewer dragon.
Shotis chokes on a scream. A dry laugh crackles from the dragon's thick-scaled throat. The Rathoon summoned you, so you attacked them?
We struck a deal. Eons ago. I did with a wily Brenthis. It's true these Rathoon fed me exquisitely for so long. But today, they sought my wings like a firestorm to battle. My fangs like hot spears to pierce a god. I am the heart of the fire. I cannot be controlled. Not by a giant's weak will, and not by a sputtering trinket.
The Rathun failed to honor your magnificence, but I offer my servants with humility, O Great One.
Do you now? And what need would one so ancient as I have for one so tender as you?
She settles her large body slightly lower into the magma.
Or perhaps you are a tough one. Tougher than these Rathun.
Magrin would do anything to stop Eothas. If she erupts this volcano, you'll be destroyed along with it.
Should I believe the wretched words of a trespasser in my den? Even were it so, the fire feeds me. It can cause me no harm.
Believe me, dragon, I would not lie about such a grave matter. Honest.
Perhaps you speak the truth, and such may come to pass. Only fools die fighting the gods. I have lived for eons, and I will live for eons longer. I fly.
With a great heave, she slogs her body from the magma and takes to the sky. Huh, I wanted to fight him. Her. Dragon's Bane. What is that achievement? Hold on. Dragon's Bane. Deal with 2 dragon dilemmas. Well, that's... I wanted to kill him. Oh well, I guess her loot's still here. Alright, what is this? Ajamat's Stalking Cloak. 1 perception, 2 stealth. 5% damage to weapon attacks made from stealth. 5 accuracy to weapon attacks made from stealth. Attacks made from stealth stun the target. So no crap. I guess we'll give it to Seraphine. But I mean, when are we ever gonna make an attack from stealth? And even if we do, what's 5%? That's dumb. Alright, Aldris, Blade of Captain Crow. It is a saber, one-handed, looks awesome. It's got a dragon hilt. Deals plus 10 shock damage to target on critical hit, plus 10% damage as shock, and wielder gains 8 health on critical hit. That wouldn't be bad for a high accuracy crit-based barbarian or something. Blood honed. 10% of hits converted to crits. Wow, this entire weapon is just perfectly built. Like for a crit build, a melee build, it's got health back, it's got dual damage and shock and slashing. It's got everything you'd want. The closer you near to the dimly lit essence that smolders over the Rathun's burnt corpse, the stronger you feel the soul's flickering confusion and grief. Ashen, crooked fingers clutch a still flaming torque, grasping the relic tightly even in death. Reach for the soul. Rather than falling face forward into a vision of the Rathun's final memory, her last thoughts scream through your mind in a jumble of disjointed words and disbelief.
I am burning! I am burning! I am burning! And it is not in pleasure, not for Mother Margaret. I should have listened when she said nothing. But I was willing to die to reach the Everflame, to sacrifice them and everything to ash, to vanquish the Defiler. And I am burning, but not in the flame. Not with honor and eternity, but for a moment. I am disgraced.
Dig deeper into her final memory.
Who will lay the torque before the mother to fire the way? Who is left? Who will guard the sacred spire, the mother's mind? Who will descend the shrine to the Defiler's god's face? Not to these hands that are ashes sifting on a breath that is a last sigh of a wretchedly snuffed life. Not to me and mine. Now she who was blackened and befouled and forsaken by the flames, forsaken by Margaret.
Pry the torque from the priestess's hand. Twisting the torque free cracks off 3 of the priestess's blackened, brittle fingers. With a final flicker, a last swift and violent shuddering, the soul dims and disintegrates.
Rest easy now, priestess. I'll harvest your soul and your torment, too.
Coaxing the soul with a low and soothing voice, Shoti jiggles her lantern over the priestess's charred corpse. There's not much left after the trauma the soul endured, but a few glimmering motes whirl around the soft light before fading into the lantern. Alright, well, let's check out the torque and then we'll end it here. Torque of Bithacton. Oh, I'm guessing it's how we get through the temple to get to Eothas. Alright, that's where we're going to end it for now, so please leave a like or comment below, and feel free to subscribe for more full Let's Plays like this one. Don't miss the next episode when we confront Eothas. And thanks for stopping by.